Morning. I drove to Matka Canyon and Matka Gorge last night, and just slept in a lay-by. And here we are. It's a gorgeous morning. It's going to be a gorgeous day. It's 20 degrees. This is the lake, which is man-made by the hydro plant that's here, and they do like boat rides and shit, which I'm not interested in, to be honest, but this lake's pretty cool. It's actually very pretty. And they said it's a man-made lake. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's going to be fucking just concrete on the sides, but it's really not. They've just got a big dam. I don't know if I filmed or not. I have to film on the way back. It's actually pretty cool as well, the dam itself. But I think it forms this very nice lake in this gorge. And yeah, they've got a path all the way from the sides. I don't know how far it goes, but it's very nice. Here there's many other people on this trail, which means it's just me and nature and the sun. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a very unstable rock, which is very nice. I'm gonna try and go like nice and steady and slow today. Like, don't feel too rushed. I feel like maybe I'm just being constantly, well, A, I've been constantly on the go, but B, mentally, I've been like, right, I need to tick this off, especially here in North Macedonia, because I'm just worried that I won't have enough time for Montenegro and North Albania and stuff, but I definitely have enough time. I'm just creating problems for myself that don't exist, just to have a problem to solve, you know. So yeah, especially today, I just want to take it easy. Like, don't look at the time. If I spend the whole day here, great. If I not miss out on Skopje, but just do it tomorrow, then that's fine as well. Like, you don't need to try and fit everything in. I've got time. Yeah, and knowing my luck, I'll get to Montenegro and it'll be pissing it down. So, whereas here, it's lovely, 20 degrees. Not gonna get that anywhere else really at this time of the year, around these parts anyway. So yeah, take it easy, brother. This walk's allowing me to do a little bit of reflecting and thinking, and I'm sort of thinking that travelling alone is actually quite lonely. I've been alone for what? I picked up the car on Monday, right? Fuck. Every day blends into the same thing, but yeah, I think around Monday, so maybe this is my 5th day? No, it can't be. When did Dad go back? Dad went back on Friday. I stayed in, no it's not, sorry. I stayed in Tirana for 2 days, so I picked up the car on Monday. So, yeah, this is the 5th day though. Oh. Yeah, this is, oh, fuck it, anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a bit lonely, I think, and I think I realised, like, I didn't take out too much internet, and then I ate all, like, data-wise, add-on, like a eSIM thing, and then I ate through it very quickly, and I think I'm eating through my second one quite quickly, and just kind of realising that maybe I'm using the internet to sort of keep me company, whereas this whole thing was about solitude, and maybe I need to do a better job of doing that, but maybe I'm just feeling lonely. And I know definitely talking to the camera and doing this vlog stuff keeps me occupied as well. Nice view. And yeah, like you know, some people find comfort in being alone, whereas I feel like personally maybe I find comfort in meeting people and being with people, and I've kind of been, you know, banging the drum about how amazing solo travelling is, and it is, and I've loved it, and I'll definitely do it again. But I think there's a difference between solo travelling, like just travelling around places on your own, but meeting people, versus solo travelling where it's just you and you're not talking to anyone pretty much. And some people will love that, and maybe I don't know yet. Maybe I've not had a long enough period of doing it. And then secondly, maybe I've not really jumped in with both feet because I've been, you know, using the internet and stuff. Obviously I'm going to keep vlogging, because I've kind of set myself a challenge to do it now, every day, and stuff, and I do enjoy that part, but yeah. Ah, fuck off, whatever that is. Fucking hell. Yeah, maybe I find comfort in meeting people, and maybe I need to be more comfortable with just being on my own, with my own company, like fully. Obviously, when you go for a few days of being really social, you're gonna have at least a day to yourself. That's pretty normal, but yeah, I'm just feeling at the moment a little bit sort of lonely, I guess. This hike is gorgeous, and it's nice that I'm just on my own, and maybe that's adding to my ability to reflect right now. But yeah, having a great time, just lonely. This trail's really becoming sort of like, I don't know, Indiana. Oh, picking my nose on camera. Indiana Jones type of adventure. You can't see the water anymore, and all we can see is sort of the trees, and we're on this cool path along the ridge, heading into the jungle. Yeah, this is a proper, what can I say, a tourist attraction. I'd say a first proper one here in Macedonia. Like I say, it's just strange that they don't necessarily have anything hugely wow amazing, sort of like wow factor, but it was just constant, like I said, constantly a really beautiful landscape just around you, but nowhere specifically to go and see. Whereas I feel like this is the first one, and maybe the only one that they have. I have really enjoyed my time in the country. We're getting deep and deeper into the jungle, and not really sure where this path leads. Didn't have much information, and it keeps going from being relatively well maintained to being completely unmaintained. I assume it just follows down the gorge and back, or maybe there's a loop around the gorge. Worst case, I just turn around, I guess. But yeah, very much on my own here. I crossed paths with someone for the first time in a long time, and I did ask him how far is it far to the end. Shit, it's really not that far. So, I mean, the boats are stopping over there, and I think they stop to at the cave. But this river goes on for ages, like constantly. This is where we are. I think that's where we were. It's just, there's always some kind of body of water going. Wait, yes, is that where we were? No. Yeah. Technically the end's very far. I think the end of this route isn't. Maybe it stops at the cave. It'd be cool if you could just go in the cave on foot, but let's see. Well, the cave is on the other side, so I'm not going to see the cave. And there's a big green cross that we're going to avoid, that we're going to just ignore, at least for a little bit, and since there is a path, and see where it goes. There was a bit of the ground, I'll show you later, like, that moved literally under my foot as I went, which was a bit scary. This looks more solid though, and don't really need the railings. This path is sick, look. It's even more sturdy than the previous one. And it feels really raw. Feels like I'm on a real adventure. Really cool. The boat stop over there, so I'm officially in, well, I was going to say in uncharted territory, but this path wouldn't exist if it was uncharted. Ooh, okay. Okay. Jump, go there. Oh, okay, I think maybe this path ends now. I mean, it continues, but I can't be arsed dealing with this. Let's see what it looks like further on. Okay, maybe that's the end of the path. I just can't be asked, like, fucking rugby tackling bushes just to get through. I've had my fun. Oh, what time are we on? Nearly 12 o'clock, so at least an hour and a half of walking this direction, so it'll be another an hour and a half going back. And hopefully the sun will come out again. I feel like they maybe should fix that. But yeah, that's not where I nearly fell. Where I nearly fell, was it here? No, one more. But that looks very similar. Where was it? Here. Yeah. I put my foot down, look, and it's gone. Luckily I didn't put enough weight on it, but yeah. To be fair, I probably did justice by moving that even further so it's actually visible to whoever's walking past that they shouldn't put their foot there. Otherwise they might fall. But yeah, that was mainly me. Peace and tranquility. I'm surprised I don't drop the stick yet. I don't want to jinx it, but it's much nicer when the boats aren't fucking going past. We can allow the motors. I really like this trail. Anyway, I'm heading back now. I might call my brother and then maybe head into Skopje. Then if I speak to my brother on the phone and it's like the sun's out, I might just sunbathe while speaking to him, just to relax. Look at this little beautiful fella. Oh, don't be scared, sorry. You're very beautiful. The car park's got, well, a lot busier, well, full basically, since arriving, so it's a good job I came early. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm going to go to Skopje and spend the afternoon and evening there. It doesn't seem that there's a lot to do. I just have to walk around, see some architecture. I want to eat the Macedonian, like, it's like a stew, but it's done in like a bread bowl, which looks really, really good. So I might have dinner there and then carry on to Kosovo maybe tonight. we'll see how time and energy pans out. But yeah, Skopje next. One of the things that people said about Skopje is that it's very random, like in terms of the architecture. Like just around here, you've got the London Red Bus, you've got a man on a horse, the flag, and then you've got a carbon replica of the Arc de Triomphe. You got some like statues over there and shit. Like, yeah, it's an interesting blend, and you've got poverty over here. Like, yeah, it's cool. Now this is a proper monument. I really like this, and I like this square as well. It's very, very nice. So that is a statue of Alexander the Great that they erected like in 2014, along with like the Arc de Triomphe over there, which was meant to, well, basically celebrates Macedonia's freedom of 20 years, or independence. And yeah, this one's for Alexander the Great, but then they had to change the name because the Greeks kicked off and said like, what the fuck you doing? He's not yours, sort of thing. So they changed it to Warrior on a Horse. So basically it's just like they've gone around the houses essentially. It's still Alexander the Great. I did a bit of ChatGPTing, and apparently they have beef over the legacy of Alexander the Great because he's technically Macedonian, and obviously he was the ruler of the Macedonian kingdom, but Macedonia back then, in terms of its like land and history and culture, was spread across both Greece and Macedonia. So it's a shared heritage that they just keep fucking bickering over. It's also why Macedonia had to change its name to North Macedonia, because again the Greeks weren't happy for them to call themselves like true Macedonians, which is just silly. And I assume they're wearing some I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I assume that's like Macedonian Empire clothing. Who knows? But yeah, this is very, very pretty. I'm just gonna have a quick walk around here, and yeah, grab some food in a bit. I got myself a patch. Pretty cool one actually. They had a really good selection at the shop. Yeah, so that's ticked off. €3, not too bad. Although I do need to keep a hold of my cash. I love how like patriotic they are. Look how many flags there are just inside. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None on this side. But yeah, I just oh, there's more. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 there. Yeah, I just love how patriotic this country is, and it's not just Macedonia. Like going through Serbia, Bosnia, even a bit of Croatia. Like there's just flags everywhere. I feel like that should just be the norm, and it's not the norm in the UK. Like obviously some national buildings in London have it, and it's beautiful when they have it. Like it really, really is. And obviously there's a lot of controversy at the moment around flying the flag, but you know, outside of that, I think the council should be spending money to put up the British or the English flag, because it's something to be proud of. Like it's the country you live in, you're from. I think it, again, like I say, outside of context of what's been happening, it signifies solidarity and unity amongst people. So, yeah. This part is actually really, really beautiful. Yeah, these buildings are pretty cool. You see, you've got Mr. Man on the horse over there. He's playing the drums. Pretty cool, Brutalist building. A modern Brutalist building. T-Mobile. You've got the river, you've got the flags. Yeah, I actually really like it. I got a coffee because apparently, well, on Google it said they had the coffee culture. And to be fair, they do have quite a lot of cafes, but the coffee is shit. I've not really had a good coffee yet here in Macedonia or anywhere in the Balkans. Maybe in Croatia, I can't really remember. But yeah, they might drink their coffee, but they don't do it very well. This is some of the markets that they have just on the other side of the bridge that we crossed. It's mainly like souvenirs and cheapish food, I think, and restaurants, obviously. Yeah, really not hungry yet, and there's still a bit of sunlight, so I'm just going to wander around. But then later, if I get hungry enough, get some food from a local guy. Look at this view, man! And look at the sand, and look at the portalogies. I'm sorry. I want a little scratch. It's a cool stadium. Very nice view. North Macedonia, hey? What the fuck? Never thought I'd be in North Macedonia in my life. What a place. Right, left. Baby steps. This is so cool. Oh, Jesus Christ. View of the city. You can see it. I get a sort of glimpse every now and then through the little gap that appears. This fortress is so nice. I don't know what word I was going to use then. Right, left, baby steps. What's on the other end? Right, left, baby steps. Baby steps. Ooh, what's around here? I really like the city. Look at this spot! A meditation platform. Very nice. The sun is giving off some good light. I don't know where I was going with that. It looks pretty. That's what I mean. After a little bit more research, found out that the dish that I'm after, which is the stew in like a bread bowl, is not actually a Macedonian dish. And a lot of people are moaning about Skopje prices like rising a lot recently in like recent years. Their national dish is actually this like sort of bean and tomato soup sort of thing, which doesn't sound amazing. So what I'm actually going to do, I think, is just going to, and I've already had Macedonian food at that place by the baptistry, which wasn't overly amazing, so yeah, I don't really want to pay premium prices for food that I'm not exactly after in the end. So that's a nice car. Give me, thank you. So yeah, gonna go back in the car and gonna head to Kosovo. I think this is country number 12. I think on the trip. And I don't know if Kosovo is officially a country. So yeah, and I was gonna go to Brisbane, I think, which is, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is sort of the only town or city people sort of recommend to visit. It's not the capital, but it's going to be rainy, not tomorrow, but the 2 days after that. So what I might do is actually drive to the mountains to hike up tomorrow, and then do city stuff when it's raining. Maybe even book a hostel. I know, so I can have a wash. And also, like, if it's gonna rain for 2 days straight, like, it's better to chill than that than chill in the car, you know. So yeah, that's the plan. It's pretty at night though, like with the colours and everything.